up, and here is your first look at a real and fake pair of Air Jordan 1 High in the tie-dye colorway. Can you tell any difference? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a comparison between a pair of Air Jordan 1 High and the tie-dye colorway between a retail and a fake pair. And this video is brought to you by Legitmark. Legitmark is the standard for sneaker authentication. Legitmark is the safest place to get your hype sneakers legit checked. What makes Legitmark different from any other company is they offer 3 authenticators to every single pair of shoes. This therefore means you're not just getting the opinion of one person where it's easy to make mistakes, but they're actually doing 3 authenticators to every single product. So when you sign up for Legitmark below, you can request a legit check on a pair of sneakers and they will send you a tag just like this in the mail. When you receive this tag, you attach it to the shoe and take the photos required for the legit check. When these photos reach the system at Legitmark, they will have these 3 authenticators legit check your shoes. Then you will receive a notification on your phone from the app telling you that your shoes have been authenticated and they will be real or fake, and you can scan the tag and it will tell you your results. So now we will look into the comparison between these 2 pairs. This retail pair, I paid resale for, but for this shoe, I'm not too fussed about this because I actually really like this pair. So if we look at the boxes from above, do you see any differences there? It must be noted that the fake pair here on my right side, the box is a lot more shiny than that of the retail one, but it's quite hard to tell in certain lightings, but especially in studio lightings I can see that this one is a lot more glossy than this box here. In terms of sizing of the box, they're completely spot on, and in terms of where the text is positioned, it is completely spot on as well. So we will now take a look at the labels. That's on the other side. We'll now take a look at the labels and I'll tell you the differences here. So firstly, on the retail box, as you can see, the label is on the other side of the box, so it has no cutout underneath. Whereas on the fake one, they've put the sticker on this side, so you can see clearly there is a cutout underneath. Both these pairs are the exact same size, so there should be no differences at all. You can see where it says Women's Air Jordan 1 High OG and the actual color code. The text is a lot thicker on the retail pair than comparing this to the fake one, so that is something to note straight away. Also, if you look at the sizing where it says USA 11, the 11 is spaced much further apart on the retail one comparing this to the fake one. So there are some differences to note. But now we will just open the boxes and take a look at the shoes themselves. So we will start with the fake pair. So the paper is wrapped over the top, so we'll open it up. So obviously the retail one is from S&S, so it has this little booklet of where you can return it and everything, change the size. If we look at the paper, the retail paper is actually a lot thinner than that fake one. The fake one feels a lot thicker, and in my opinion, the fake one actually feels better quality paper, but it's just paper, so it doesn't make much of a difference. We'll open it up, and here is your first look at a real and fake pair of Air Jordan 1 High in the tie-dye colorway. Can you tell any difference? So we'll move the boxes to the side and take a look at the shoes themselves. So on my right here, you have the fake pair, and on the left here, you have my retail pair. My first impression, just by looking at the shoe, they don't look too bad. There are slight inconsistencies with the tie-dye, but from afar, they probably fool a few of you. But up close, there are some differences to note. So I will go into that now. I'll just give you some B-roll. You can check out the shoes yourself. So firstly, we will be comparing the right shoe. So if we take a look at the actual toe box and the leather quality, on the fake one, as you can see here from the close-up, the fake one is also a lot more shiny, and also the perforation holes on the fake pair are a lot wider than that on the retail one. In terms of toe box shape, however, they've not done too bad of a job at all. They seem to have got this pretty much spot on. There isn't much difference at all. The 2 lacing holes at the bottom, they are positioned slightly different on the fake pair compared to that of the retail. If we look at it at the angle here, you can see the angle at the top, and in my opinion, it looks more like a mid kind of shape to it, whereas on the retail one here, you can see the shape is completely flat, so it actually gives that high top look, whereas the fake one has a slight curve to it, so there are slight differences in shape, which just makes this look a bit more like a mid to me, in my opinion. But that's a slight difference and can only really be seen if you're doing them side by side. Looking at it from the side angle here, on the fake one, the Nike swoosh is still once again a lot thicker than that on the retail one. This seems to be a consistent flaw with fake Air Jordan 1s, so that is something to look for. Also on the inside, if I spin this round, you can see that the swoosh shape is actually different as well. On the fake one, it's way more curved on the inner side, comparing that to the retail one. In terms of the actual tie-dye, this is hard to judge because it does vary between different pairs. However, on the fake one, it must be noted that there are a lot more dark patches comparing it to the retail one, which is actually very light in most sections of the tie-dye all the way around. So that is something to note. If we look at actual glue stains around the shoe, especially at the toe box, I must say the fake one has done a much better job with this. The retail one, knowing Nike QCs, actually has a large amount of glue stains around the toe and at the heel, and comparing this to the fake one, there's no glue stains around it whatsoever, so that's kind of a big worry for Nike, I guess. But are you still going to wear it if it has a little glue stain on it? Probably. If you take a look now at the Air Jordan logo on the side, I'll give you a close-up of this as a comparison, but on the fake one, the Air Jordan logo is way bigger than it is on the retail one. Also, the basketball in the middle is not really round, it's a little bit misshaped, so there are differences there. Also, the Air Jordan text is much bigger than that on the retail one as well. And considering this is a female colorway, the sizing is a little bit different. So this is a UK 8.5 and this is also a UK 8.5, but this fits tight like a woman's shoe would, and this one is just like a normal UK 8.5, so the sizing is a little bit different, but you can't really tell that unless you put them on, which I have. Like all Jordans, probably the most common way to legit check is by spinning it round. So you can look at the fake one here, look at the shape going down here, it just stays consistently flat all the way along, whereas you look at the retail one here, you can see the hourglass shape like a common Air Jordan 1. Many fakes don't seem to be able to get this correct, but it does have that hourglass shape where it gets skinny in the middle and then thick at both ends. So you should always look out for this when trying to legit check a pair of Air Jordan 1s. So looking at the label on the tongue itself, I will give you a close-up of this. On the retail one, you can see the text is much bigger than that of the fake one. The fake one has the text at a much smaller font. Also, it says on the retail one, made in Vietnam, whereas on the fake one, it says made in China. I don't know if all the retail pairs were made in Vietnam, but that is a key difference to note. Taking out the inner shoe, I guess tree, not really a tree, you can see once again the patterns on top vary, so I will give you a close-up of this, but they are different indeed. I got a comment last time saying you don't show the labels ever, which is not entirely true. I only show the label if there is a difference, and between these two there is no difference on the inner label, so I don't see the point in showing you that, so I'm not going to show you the inner label. If we spin it around to the actual sole, we can see a difference here. So on the retail one, if you look at the Nike symbol on the bottom, you can see that the pattern underneath it is very different compared to that of the fake one. So they have got this wrong, which I don't understand how they get it wrong, because they've worked on the sole for so long and I don't think it really changes much. So I'm pretty confused as to why they get the sole plate wrong. We'll move the right onto the side because there is a telling difference on the left shoe. On the left side, this is the retail pair here and this is the fake one here. So the big difference is this pair did not come with spare laces. And here on the fake one, there you go. They've chucked in some purple laces for some reason. No idea why, but that does not happen on the retail pair. So there is a difference there. So because this pair here has been authenticated by Legitmark, I will be attaching this tag to the shoe so it goes through their system that this shoe is authentic if I ever decide to sell it. So that is the tag now attached. So this has been proved as authentic by Legitmark. So if I now scan this tag through my phone, it will show that this is the Air Jordan 1 High in the tie-dye colorway in a size UK 8.5 and that it is 100% authentic. So big shout out to Legitmark for sponsoring this video, and I hope you have learned something in this video. I will now just give you some B-roll just to end it out. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day.